made it to Lisbon.
Finally.
Wow. My name's Adin Masencamp. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Cape Town, South Africa. I started surfing when I was 7 years old. Started on a little styrofoam surfboard at my local beach. Got pushed into a few waves by my dad, and that's sort of how it got going. I've always enjoyed the ocean and just enjoyed water, you know. And being in the ocean I feel free, and that's pretty epic. I think for a lot of people that's why they do it, you know. It's like just that it sets them free. I would sit at school like just looking out the window thinking, oh, the wave's probably firing right now, I need to get there, you know. And I ended up just saying, nah, I don't want to do any of the school sports anymore. I'm going to focus completely on surfing. After that, it was just surf, surf, surf. That there sort of sparked the competitiveness, and like, fuck, I think I can do this, you know, I think I can make it in surfing. And eventually when I was 18 years old, I started with a QS. I qualified for the Challenger Series, which was pretty difficult to do at the time. Ended up doing well in a couple QSs back home, ended up winning one of those, well, winning a couple of those in a row, and then ended up on the Challenger Series within half a year, which was unheard of at the time.
So I've been coaching Adin now for about 13 years, ever since he was a little grom. A very competitive person. I mean, it's kind of like in his DNA to compete. And he's only got one thing on his mind, and that's to qualify for the World Championship Tour.
So then it all started, you know. Then I was going to Japan, Australia, Hawaii, Brazil, back to South Africa for the next event, going to Portugal, going to France, going to all these crazy places that I was like, wow, this is the dream, you know, like I'm doing it. It's like someone else fucking did this. Like drove into me or something. What the fuck? Oh fuck. We're gonna be riding the round tail. So in 2016 I came to Ericeira for the first time for the WSL World Junior Championships. I ended up bumping into Gony. He actually came to the house that I was staying at because it was one of his friends or something that I was staying with.
He was doing the World Juniors here and he surfed pretty well. I was impressed, but then I didn't see him for years.
The next time I saw him was in 2018 at the ISA World Championships in Japan. We actually ended up having a heat together as well.
And I beat him.
The next event was the Challenger Series event in Ericeira, Portugal. And I had no clue where I was going to stay.
He was flying the next day and he was like super worried, and I helped him out, and he stayed at Lapoint.
Don't worry, we'll sort it out, like no problem.
So we became really close friends. He actually stayed with me and William Cardoso at Lapoint.
He took me to some incredible surf spots. I asked Gony if he could maybe help me out in this event, because he's local and he knows this wave better than anyone.
And he did great at that contest, and the year after as well. We stayed together and I kind of helped him at the comp, and he got to the quarters.
Which was a 5th place in that event, and that was my best result ever. The camp manager at the time, she came to me after the event and was like, hey Adin, would you like to be part of the Lapoint family? And I was like, what? Like the best news I could have ever asked for. It was the sickest feeling in the world. I just did well in the event, I'm on a major high. Now I've got the camp manager asking if I want to be on the team. You know, that was the start of this relationship with Lapoint surf camps, and being part of the family is just so awesome. I reckon these will be the 3 boards that I'll potentially surf in the contest. 511 and 260s. Let's go, bro! Woo! This is Joshe Faulkner. He arrived from America yesterday. He's one of my good friends from South Africa. Trying to get this guy to his interview. Fucking sleeping.
Okay, how did we meet again? I think we met through all the events back home when we were like 7 years or something. We always used to compete against each other. I think he beat me more than I beat him, but it's all good. A few years later he got sponsored by Palabang and we went on every single trip together. I always love it when I go on trips with him and we just go all out.
I mean, Portugal, Ericeira itself has unlimited waves. It's insane. Coming back here, you just know you're always going to luck into some really fun waves. Find the best waves, best opportunity, best place of practice. Okay, let's surf here. I just saw a barrel, I'm kind of amped. Fuck, now I'm excited. Holy fuck. This is how those barrels, they were fucking barreling. That was fucking nice. That was fucked up. Buron papa. I'm going to take the biggest piss in my suit. Holy shit. I don't think Decline would like that one. Decline.
Who's the better surfer, me or Adin? Me. Adin sucks. He's got one of the best scarves in the world and he's just super hungry. He's always working on something. Like nowadays he'll ask me like, oh, how to do air, how did I do this, and then he'll try it, which is sick. It's always nice to surf with him because we push each other. Like he'll tell me how to do turns, like, oh, maybe you should hit the lip here, maybe you should do that on the wave, and then I'll be like, okay, you should maybe go a little bit faster, you should maybe spin a little less or spin faster.
Let me out.
Competing on the Challenger Series is definitely a grind. Obviously, coming to these events, there is pressure that I put on myself to perform and get the result that I need.
Still waiting for scores?
Traveling to Portugal, I definitely had a lot of expectation and a lot of pressure put on myself, by myself, because there was quite a lot at stake. It was either going to be the event that I win or get to quarterfinals and then I go to Brazil, or it's going to be the last event of my year.
Facing the 4.25 with 20 seconds. Waiting for scores on the last green. Red priority, second priority.
Losing, winning, it always just sparks that fire, you know. I surfed my first heat and I lost. It's out of your control sometimes. You can't control what the ocean's gonna do. You can't control a couple things, you know, like losing is a big part of the career path I chose. You're gonna lose more than you win. It's how you deal with it and come out the other side that matters. I still get to live a great life. I still get to travel to sick locations. I'm still here in Portugal. I get to surf insane waves. Can you see the rocks in the front?
Fuck yeah, in every shot.
Fuck yes. That was fun. A couple drainers at the reef once or twice. Pretty nuts. Like the ones I didn't make, I fully got pressed on the bottom. I didn't hit it too hard though, but especially like in the beginning. I had one where I was just driving, and then it just closed out, and that one was like dry at the bottom. Like you could see the reef right there, but super fun.
Can you explain why you were out there for 3 hours?
I was out there for 3 hours because there was no one out, and I thought maybe there would be one more barrel for me.
And then, did you get one?
But then I couldn't fucking get away because the tide got too low. I fucking did a nice carve.
A whole hour for one call.
Bro, oh, Gony! I've learned to also enjoy my time in these countries. Just enjoy and be grateful for what I have. I'm excited for what the future holds and what's to come, because I'm back next year. Next year I'm back and gonna be stronger than ever.
Boom.
Boom.